the question.
For Muslims, offering salah is first from the age of probably 10 or something. Well, what about those Muslims who start offering salah maybe 24, 25 years of age, and they already have a backlog and they've collected punishment for a sizable period of time? So in India, Pakistan, they are offering, first Qaza umri. With the first, we offer one more first. Is it bid'ah, or how do we make up for the lost prayers of the past?
See, I cannot say anything against the Pakistan, Indian, Bangladeshi culture because they're a majority here. They will kill me. I'm a maskeen. What can I say? But I have to say, Akhi, most of your rituals are all baseless. The Qaza'i umri hada is unfounded in Sharia. And so many times people say, Sheikh, I pray Isha like gazillion rak'ah. I said, what? She said, yes, I pray 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus... What is this? I'm very bad in calculus. I used to do engineering and I quit school. I went to linguistics because it was easier. Because of this. What is? Isha is 4 rak'ah. He said, yeah, but then we have 2 sunnahs, and then the sunnah is not mu'akkada, then we have 2 rak'ah witr, then 1 rak'ah witr. So they have plus, 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 plus. All of this is baseless. Isha is 4 rak'ah. You want to add to that? We can discuss it later. But Isha is 4. Don't add anything to it. Now, Qaza, Umri, or Barashibat, or Shababarat, or whatever you call it, all these names are unfounded in Islam. Now, how to understand this? I've missed a lot of prayers, so I have backlog. Should I do it or not? The Prophet answered this question, alayhi salatu wasalam, when he said in an authentic hadith, whoever misses a prayer, or let me rephrase that, whoever sleeps over a prayer or forgets it, he must pray it as soon as he remembers it. There is no expiation for it other than that. Now, what would people expiate? A sin. Would anyone expiate something that is not sinful? But he was asleep. And when people are asleep, they're not sinful. Or he forgot. And when people forget, they're not sinful. Which means that making up for a missed prayer can only be done if these are the 2 legitimate reasons: forgetfulness and sleeping. If someone deliberately abandons a prayer until the following prayer is due, or until its time is out, like Fajr prayer, he's sitting there, sees the adhan, doesn't pray until the sun rises. Then he says, okay, I'm going to pray. What are your excuses for missing Fajr? Nothing. Were you asleep? No, I was awake. Did you forget? No, but I was lazy. I'll make qaza now. So no, don't make it. And if you make it, it will not be acceptable. Why, Sheikh? Because the hadith that I've mentioned earlier. And this is why Allah says in the Quran, إِنَّ الصَّلَاةَ كَانَتْ عَلَى الْمُؤْمِنِينَ كِتَابًا مَوْقُوتًا. Salat has been, I don't know what's the translation. It's fixed time. It is ordained at fixed times. So you have to pray it on time, otherwise it's not going to be accepted. I'll give you another example from one of the pillars of Islam. I applied for Hajj. I got the permission. They gave me the visa. I wore my ihram from my Dubai home, and I went to the airport. I went to the, mashallah, Emirates first class, having fun, drinking juice. Went to the airport, Hajj terminal. I went down. They said, oh, the visa, there's a problem. And they were treated nicely by the passport authorities in my country, mashallah. They're very why are you laughing? So they treated him well. They put him in a 5-star hotel in, but small area. And he stayed there for 5 days. On the 12th of Dhul Hijjah, when people were in Mina, they said, we are sorry. Wallahi, we are sorry. It's a mistake. No, we thought that it was forged. And a lot of problems like this we have with Saudi visas. Khalas, go ahead. I went immediately from the airport to Arafah. And I stood there in Arafah with my umbrella on my head at 11 o'clock. Of course, on my own. Everybody's in Mina. And the police patrol came and said, hey, What are you doing? You blind? I'm wearing my ihram. I'm in Arafah. What do you think I'm doing? I'm making up Qaza umri for Arafah. He said, Akhi, Arafah is on the 9th. Today is the 12th. He said, yeah, but I had a very legitimate reason. I fell sick. They caught me in the airport. I didn't have a transportation. Allah knows my intention. Go away. Is his Hajj accepted? Because the time has gone, has expired. And there is not a justification Islamically. The time is from sunset, the break of dawn of the 9th of the Hijjah till the break of dawn of the 10th of the Hijjah, the Eid. This is a time for Arafah. If you don't stand there for 1 minute, your Hajj is invalid no matter what your reasons are. So likewise with Salat. And Salat is extremely important. So there isn't any such concept of Qaza prayer, especially of Umr. And you find people praying Fajr and praying another Fajr and another Fajr. Okay, which one is it? I don't know. But to be safe rather than sorry, I add 2, 3 Fajrs. Akhi, you've been praying this for 60 years. You're only 22 years of age. How many years are you going to put it? Mileage is good for you. And the more you bring food for the guests, the better. It will not be less. So this is wrong, and Allah knows best.